Asphalt compaction is important because it directly affects the pavement's structural integrity, durability, and performance. Several factors influence asphalt pavement compaction, including mixture properties, environmental conditions, equipment used, layer thickness, and the condition of the base and subgrade. Let's begin by exploring mixture properties. Aggregate gradation, surface texture, and angularity are the primary aggregate characteristics that affect mixture compactability. Larger aggregate sizes without a corresponding increase in lift thickness make the mixture more resistant to compaction. Increased aggregate angularity also increases the difficulty because it's hard for the stones to slide past each other during compaction. If the dust content falls below the target percentage, the mix becomes harder to compact because a small amount of fine acts as a lubricant to allow the larger aggregate to slide past each other. Adequate dust content also ensures proper structure and cohesion of the mix. The performance grade of an asphalt binder also impacts compaction. Stiffer and modified binders require more effort and higher temperatures for proper compaction.
Temperature of the material. If the temperature gets too cool too quickly, you only get a certain temperature range to achieve your compaction. So if it cools off too quickly, you're not going to get the compaction through the material. You might only compact the very top and not all the way through.
Typically, field compaction occurs within the 275 to 310 degree Fahrenheit range, and compaction should be completed before the internal mix temperature falls below what is referred to as cessation temperature, typically around 175 to 180 degrees Fahrenheit. Air and surface temperatures, wind speed, and weather all play a role. Traditionally, standardized nomographs showed an estimation of time available for compaction. Now, free software programs such as PaveCool or MultiCool estimate how site-specific conditions affect the cooling of freshly placed mat. The type of rollers used, their weight and size, the number of passes, and their speed all affect the compaction process. The FAA requires self-propelled rollers that are operated sufficiently slow to avoid displacement of the hot mixture. The type and sequence of rollers used is at the discretion of the contractor. As weather conditions change, the contractor will need to adjust the roller pattern to ensure the density of the mix meets the specifications. Layer thickness is another important factor.
If you're laying a thick layer of asphalt, you need to make sure you've got the right compaction rollers on top to put the compaction effort in. So if you don't have the right size or the right number of rollers to get your compaction, you're not going to achieve your compaction.
The subgrade or base must be firm and non-yielding under heavy equipment. This provides a solid platform for compaction of subsequent asphalt layers. Subgrades or bases that show movement will need additional compaction or some type of remedial work to overcome this deficiency before paving. Understanding and managing these compaction factors are key to achieving durable, high-quality asphalt pavements.